Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, and this is a new episode of No Tip on the Strip, and I'm your boy, the Delivery Whiz, and obviously we're coming at you from Las Vegas, Nevada. It is Sunday, October 27th, and we are sitting on top of the Rio parking garage. It only has 3 stories, and we're looking east across the street to the Strip. What we are going to attempt to do today is I have mounted my camera on the roof, and we are going to drive up and down the Strip. I probably won't try to field any offers on DoorDash or Uber Eats or any rideshare. I'm just going to share with you guys the experience of actually trying to tackle the Las Vegas Strip with only a few weeks left to go before the F1 race. This is year 2, and they're going for 10 years, so we got this one plus 8 more, so 9 to go. And it is literally a logistics nightmare. And not only on the Strip, I might go down Flamingo where they have the temporary bridge up across Covell, and we'll see. But I am definitely going to tell you the truth. I'm nervous. The camera is on the hood. Not on the hood. The camera is on the roof, and it seems secure, but I just don't know. We may lose a GoPro, we may not. I'm going to use the newest one with the Max Lens mod thing because I feel it enhances the image and it's a better quality and a wider angle. Otherwise, I'd put the GoPro 9 up there and risk losing that one. But here we are. We're not going to start exactly from the Rio. We're going to start somewhere. I haven't decided yet, but now that we're done with all the introductions and all the other nonsense and whatnot, we are going to go there. And then you'll be surprised where I start from. What I will attempt to do is drive from like the Stratosphere down to Mandalay Bay and then turn around Mandalay Bay and go back, maybe not all the way to the Strat, but maybe to Spring Mountain or Sands on one side and Spring Mountain on the other. We'll go around Sands, go by the Sphere, and then over to the airport and wrap it up for tonight. And then maybe you can understand, those of you who aren't working here in the valley or in this market, I should say, why I do these no tip on the strips, because I just would have never imagined in my wildest dreams that I couldn't come down to the Strip and make some decent money doing some food delivery or some ride share. But it's abysmal no matter how you slice it up. The food delivery has always been bad. If you've seen any of my previous episodes of No Tip on the Strip, the ride share is only bad generally for a certain amount of time now that they got this race here. But still, even without the race, there are certain nights like Friday and Saturday I will not do any strip runs, and it's just as chaotic as now. So sit back, relax, and strap on your seatbelts, and we're going to get going and probably go down to the Strat and try to start from there. I don't know, or Mandalay Bay. I guess you'll have to wait and see. All right, I have decided to start down. I have decided to start down at the Strat end, the north end. And you see we're coming onto the boulevard now. You see the city of Las Vegas, thanks you, Arch. Strat to our right, and the rest of the Strip forward. This part of the Strip you can definitely work rideshare because it's not that busy. It's 11:02 Sunday night, and you can still do okay down here. And yes, we're risking the camera. I drove down here from the Rio on the highway with the mount only on the roof, and it didn't fly off at 60, 65 miles an hour. So we're hoping when we get to Mandalay Bay that the camera is still intact and we have a GoPro. And like I was saying, this end of the Strip, you can definitely do okay. It's Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard north is okay. Even up to Spring Mountain, to the wind and then everything north of there is good. As you can see, it's wide open right now. Doing 30 miles an hour. Of course, if we hit red lights and stuff, I will probably fast forward or time lapse through some of that so I don't bore you with some jibber jabber nonsense. You hear enough of the whiz's mouth on a regular basis. You don't want to hear it the whole time we're taking a cruise down the strip. But surprisingly, it is not that busy down here tonight. And like I said, and yeah, I'm sounding like a broken record, that this north end of the strip is not very busy. But as soon as I say that, we go through that red light on accident, whoops, and we approach a little bit of traffic here. We just passed the Fountain Blue, was on our left, and Circus Circus is over here on our right, Encore and the Wynn up here on our left. All right, the light didn't hold too terribly long. The lights here in Vegas, if you don't live here, some of them here on the strip are redonkulously long. And yes, I said redonkulously. Try saying that 3 times fast and not get your tongue tied. The next time I do this, everyone, I will probably try to have a camera inside the EV as well, so we can turn on some apps and get a few laughs from some of the offers. Now, there's a McDonald's on the right we just passed. There is a lot of orders from there on Uber Eats and DoorDash that go right over here to Resorts World, and they are some of the worst offers I've ever seen in my life. You know, $2, $3. Yes, it's across the street, but it's still, if you can't come down the elevator and walk a half a mile to McDonald's, and then you want me to bring it to you, and there's no tip. Sorry, we ain't doing no tip. No, we're not doing any trips without a tip, and neither should you guys. And we're moving along pretty well. I'm not trying to go too fast. The speed limit is 30, although people feel like it's 300, or people act like it's 300. Right up to our right, might come into the camera pretty soon, is Maggiano's Little Italy, which is inside Fashion Show Mall, which is a big mall here, a high-end retail store. So if you go in there, expect top dollar. You're not going to find any bargains in that place. Although it is worth walking around on a day, so you don't have to spend every waking second in a casino. And here we are to our next red light, which we will encounter more and more as we get closer to the Bellagio, because that is where the bulk of the F1 construction is going on right now. They're putting up the grandstand in front of the water fountain, and they got it down to 2 lanes. So we will try to do that in as much real time as I can. All right, and we're back underway after a short stoplight. The other thing I was kind of wondering about, is it legal to put a camera on your car on the exterior and drive down the street? I looked around. I did not see anything that said you couldn't, but I am also worried that the Las Vegas PD will be all over the whiz for such an infraction. But I hope not. If anybody out there watching has any knowledge of this, please go ahead and leave some comments below and let the whiz know if he's legal or not legal. And if nobody knows, then I guess we'll just keep doing it until we find out the hard way. And unlike most drivers here in Vegas, this gentleman's trying to get over, or this gentlewoman, it's a gentleman, we're going to let him over. There's no reason to not let people in because we're not going anywhere anyway. This is Spring Mountain to the right and Sands to the left. Now you can start to see the scaffolding that they put down the strip for the race with lights on it. As soon as we cross this light, this is the part of the strip that is part of the racetrack. Alright, after a short light, which is very unusual, we're back underway, and we are making great time down the strip tonight. It is crazy for this time of night to be making this kind of headway south. Just past the intersection of Spring Mountain and Sands, Spring Mountain to the right, Sands to the left, and you can see up to the right hand, the upper right hand portion of the screen, the scaffolding for the track, or the lights and stuff for the track when the race comes. Passing Treasure Island and Palazzo and Venetian on the left. Well, not Venetian yet. Palazzo. Now we're passing Venetian. And on the right is where the old Mirage was. You can still see it's up there, but it's closed, and they're renovating it to turn it into, what is it, a Hard Rock Cafe. They're going to have a big guitar out front and whatnot. But I am just amazed at how wide open the traffic is at this hour, because usually on Sunday night at this hour the strip is jam-packed. So the point of this video is kind of not going to be on point this evening, and that is why I believe it is too in the point of the video, it's too unreliable, the times that you don't know when this could happen or not happen, to come down here and do rideshare on the strip. And we're passing Caesars on the right, Flamingo, Link we already passed on the left, and again we're just cruising at 35 miles an hour, and there's not really any delay. Now up here is the corner of Flamingo and the Boulevard, which is where they have it down to 3 lanes in front of Bellagio, and is where the most backup usually occurs. And we're pulling up to a stoplight, and it changes immediately, which is in luck for us again, and we're underway. Cromwell to the left you see, and then you see the big new horseshoe sign for those of you who haven't been here since they transitioned it from Horseshoe to Bally's. They put this big old sign up there, and they put this red ale place and whatnot here in the corner. They've just built on every inch they could possibly build on right now. And here's the grandstand right in front of the Bellagio fountain. We're passing it right now. You can see this is where the main viewing, I believe, or the high-end tickets might be, but they're blocking the water show. It's still going on behind it, but look, we're 1, 2, 3 lanes. Usually this is stop and go, and we are driving right through. It is a miracle. I don't even know what to say, but don't get misguided by this. Most of the time, especially on Friday, Thursday through Sunday, is going to be a traffic jam nightmare, a logistic nightmare. We just passed Paris on the left, and we're passing Planet Hollywood and Cosmopolitan and Aria coming up here on the right, and you can see it's wide open. And if you noticed any difference in the sound quality, it's because I had to re-record the sound. For some reason, my Rode Wireless connected to my iPhone stopped working as I was recording on the fly. So if you notice any difference, that is why. But again, we had a red light, and we're back underway without any delay. And this is Harmon. This is, if you look to the left, which you can't right now, to the left is where the track turns left and goes east on Harmon, and then down Covell and back down the Sands and back around down the strip. Waldorf Astoria on the right. As you see, there's the entrance for it right there. This new mall called BLVD on the left. Park MGM. We're just whipping down the strip at record pace, I swear to God. Anyway, Park MGM was there on the right. A bunch of stores, Ross Dress for Less, and some nonsense in between Planet Hollywood, MGM. Now we're passing New York on the right. MGM on the left, but look at how wide open this is. I am glad I recorded this because it will not be like this most of the time, people. You will be stuck on that stretch from Flamingo to Tropicana and be very upset. Look, we're even making the light at Tropicana to pass Excalibur on the right. Luxor you probably won't be able to see. Oh yeah, you can see Luxor back there to the right as well. On the left is where Tropicana used to be a few weeks ago. They just imploded it. Yes, I got to see it. I meant to upload some video on that, but I never did. And we are just continually cruising in another green light right here in front of Luxor. And you see Mandalay Bay, that's our destination. But tonight we're just going to go into Mandalay Bay and turn around and then head to the airport. I was going to go back down the other side of the strip, but as you could see, it's wide open. There's no reason to show you the delays that aren't happening. It doesn't change the fact that you really aren't going to make a bunch of money doing any kind of gig work on the strip. We've shown you before in the past Uber Eats, DoorDash, and soon we'll show you offers from Lyft and Uber. We might even try to complete one or two and then show you the completed time and the amount paid for those gigs, just to show you that I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's behind. And here we are. We're going to come up to the entrance where the rideshare pickup entrance is for Mandalay Bay. It's right here at this entrance, and as soon as you take a right, you'll take another right up here, and that's where the rideshare pickup and drop off is for Mandalay Bay. We're just going to make a U-turn here, and then that is all, folks. Unfortunately, we zipped down the strip in probably like 15 minutes, which is very, very strange and uncharacteristic like. It's usually a 30-minute drive easy. We got a lot of lights, and there wasn't any traffic tonight, so I don't know what to say. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this little ride-along video down the strip, trying to get you some ideas and reasons why there's no tip on the strip. And with that, please, if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, get us in the algorithm, and as always, you know what the Wiz is going to say. Don't take any no-tip offers from any of these gig apps. Just don't do it. See you in the next video.